Yep, I killed that Rancor. I did not find it at Jabba's palace just hanging out under, you know. Oh, it's Playday, finally. Playdays are kind of weird. I have to record them in reverse because it's me putting stuff together, it's me taking stuff out of bags, me unboxing stuff, seeing it for the first time, and me playing. So I don't really ever know which direction I'm going to go in when I start a Playday. So I've already messed with all this stuff, that's why it's all standing where it is, and giving you kind of a preview of what I'm about to play with in your time, but in my time, I've already played with it. I have a time machine. It's also been a while since I've done a Playday. The end of last year was kind of wacky in terms of where I could put my videos and stuff. But now that things have kind of settled down, at least for the moment, who knows where this crazy thing's going to go, let's play. First up, a little custom work that I did myself on the McFarlane Toys My Hero Academia All Might and Midoriya. If you watched the reviews for the McFarlane line that I did a while back, the All Might head was a little bit small and the Deku head was a little bit large. And I'd seen several people do it before, but I took the Banpresto Age of Heroes All Might and the Age of Heroes Deku, took the heads off, did some dremeling, and fit them to the McFarlane body. It's not quite perfect. I think the All Might head skews a little further in the other direction. Now it seems a little bit large. But Midoriya, I don't know. I kind of like how this looks. Semi-angry, little bit bored, but it brings the whole overall piece into better proportion. I also ripped the mask and back part off that statue too, put it on here. It's not perfect. The Banpresto All Might statue is quite a bit bigger, but this and this would look damn close to scale. Then my favorite Midoriya is now the Figma, since I just got it, and it is amazing. And you take that, put it here, and that seems pretty good scale. With the amazing Yamaguchi line coming along and more options when it comes to the students and overall figures and All Might and Midoriya and all of them, there's something for everyone out there. I don't know about this, but this works for me. Unless you want the different costume, then there's that one. Next up, I was in Target yesterday and just looking for things to buy, I guess. And I came across this Hasbro Star Wars Rise of Skywalker Treadspeeder. I am 99% sure that this is actually, oh, well, it says it right there. Galaxy of Adventures scale, which is somewhere between the 3 3/4 inch and the 6 inch. But I'm gonna see if this is fudgeable into 6 inch scale. Oh, not looking too good. And I know the Jet Trooper's supposed to be on the back. Oh, what is that? Why is it splitting? Like I said, I know the Jet Trooper is supposed to be on back, but it's the one I had handy, so we'll see how this looks. I'm having a crisis here. In some pictures, and especially comparing to this one, it looks pretty close. There's no way in hell any of the Black Series figures are going to crunch down as much as that Trooper. Oh, it's definitely small, don't get me wrong, but maybe it's my want to have this in scale is affecting my judgment here. If there were maybe handlebars that came out further and up, that would change the look for me, I think. But having it in the background, well, that, looking at the camera at least, makes it look small. Besides, definitely fudgeable. And if you go this route, it's definitely going to need a paint job too. How about this? Yeah, that's better. It's all about perspective. Next up, Corey over at Sandcrawler Customs. This is from last year. I was on the road and I saw a picture of him fiddling with this and I said, oh, I'm gonna need one of those. He was kind enough to send me this 3D print that he was working on of the Rancor. Look at this big bastard. Like the majority of 3D prints, it's got some sanding that needs to be done, some filling, but look at the detail on that thing. After San Diego last year and they had the full scale, 6 inch scale at least, Rancor in their display case, I want one. I need one. But for the moment, this will go on the wall somewhere like a trophy. I don't know where, but it's cool. And then he says, enjoy a free Mos Eisley door. Looks like the frame and, oh yeah, there's a piece right there. I have got to get into some diorama work. I gotta get some backgrounds. I need room. I need room where I can put diorama stuff. Oh, too much planning to do. I like his business card though, sandcrawlercustoms.com. Yep, killed me a Rancor. With it being a play day, it's usually mostly customs and people crafting things, which I absolutely love. But there's also some oddball stuff that I didn't want to do a full review on. And this is, oops, it's upside down. This is the Bullethead criminal. I don't even remember when I put the pre-order in for this. It's been a while though. And this is essentially a soft goods Dark Knight Joker with a range of motion in the elbow is kind of amazing. I bet it'd go even further if it wasn't for the thickness of the jacket here. They faked the inner coat right here, and this is just a piece of material sewn into the purple jacket. Oh, that's all stuck together. Well, no, I don't know, it's down somehow. Sculpted shoes, uh-oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's just a swivel at the foot. That doesn't work for Robo. The joint for the neck is down at the bottom at the body, so you get some forward and back. A little bit of tilt. Pants are getting in the way here. I bet it would come up even further if it wasn't for that. Nice ab crunch. It kind of looks like he's getting swallowed by his clothes though. There's a thickness that comes all the way up, just adding too much bulk. Looking at it in person, it's kind of soft, but I like the detail of it. Well, actually the softness works in its favor for the makeup, especially right here where the black is streaked up. I don't know, it's passable. It may be different when I get it to edits and I'm looking at it in the HD big screen and I'm thinking, oh shit, I missed all that. It also comes with some playing cards, some alternate hands to hold the weapons, this rocket launcher that, oh no, that can't be good. Oh well, that just comes right out. That feels fragile. I don't know. I don't have one like this, so that's a perk. That's a plus. Have the pistol that where he's known for. Has the shotgun. Has the machine gun, which, oh, this does swivel back, but oh, I wouldn't want to get too crazy with that. Oh, is that the, well, yeah, the little knife. Size-wise, it stands at exactly 6 inches tall, and it's a little bit shorter than the Mafex version 2. This is the Mafex version 3 or something like that. This is the exact same size as the SH Figure Arts version, which I can't find at the moment, but if you have that, then here's your scale. Yeah, okay, there's a full shirt. The jacket is really, really bulky. Let's pull the hand off, see what happens. Super, super tiny wrist pegs. Shirt still tries to ride up, again, swallowing his neck, but it's a little bit more manageable and you can work it down just a little bit. I think I like it better like this. I don't have this Joker. I think there's options to make this Joker with the Mafex, but I haven't gotten the extra parts to make that. So this, yeah, okay. Here's something sent along to me by my buddy Daredevil 19. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, go over there. No, right now. Go over there right now, look at it, then come back. But what this is a wired Mandalorian cape. And if you have the Mandalorian, you know they put a plastic cape on them. It's not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is a little bit unmanageable. So what we're going to do here is, oh, that... I always forget the new Black Series neck joints where it's articulated at the bottom and the top. Boy, they make those a pain in the ass, so I'm going to have to go get some heat on that. And I never realized that the helmet is actually over another type head under there. It started getting soft around the bottom edge, and that's when I realized, I doubt there's a face in there. Pop that back on. Oh, you pop back. You get it. You get it. Are you kidding me? I did it. Looks kind of naked without the cape, actually. Let's put this over. He has the tatters across the bottom here. There are wires running down the side, and it's kind of a leathery feel to it. The bunching right here, it's not the same as what we got with this, the strap coming around, but I don't know, it gives it that gunslinger type feel. If you've watched The Mandalorian, you know that the whole show is almost spaghetti western. I kind of like that. It's the poncho thing. And if I wanted to, I could bring it to the side and have it hanging down over, down and around, straight. Oh, now that sets it off. This cape, it has a sheen to it. It reflected some light. This, it kind of absorbs it and brings out the details of the helmet, the armor pieces. Plus it's posable. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I kind of want all capes to be fabric or this material or whatever, where I can get it up out of the way or pose it or do whatever I want. That is pretty sweet. Okay, there's wires running here too. I didn't notice these two seams running down the middle of it. So there's some extra posability while keeping the outside like so. Yeah, go check out Daredevil 19's channel. And I don't know if he has these for sale. He just said, hey, you want to look at something? I said, yeah, of course. Slide Effects was kind enough to send along some new versions of their Cyclops Blast. Actually, 2 versions, and then Jubilee Effects. There's not an actual kind of handhold in it. You just come along, put it on her fingers, and it stays where you get it to stay. But I love how vibrant the colors here are and the changes in color. Let's see what this does. It's a cool little thing. It's just an add-on for the shelf. It adds some color and it's a nice little representation of her mutant power. And then for Cyclops, if this works the same as the last ones he sent along, it should just clip right there. Oh, Yeah. You can kind of see the print marks in it, but it's not a huge deal. And then because it's translucent and reflective, the light shines, it bounces off, it comes at all directions, so it looks like a sweet little blast. Let's try the longer one. It's a little... But because of the end of the blast, it's meant to kind of... Let's see, let me get somebody else. It's kind of meant to be hitting something, and in that instance, this end actually holds up the weight because this is a little bit longer, a little bit heavier, but that still works. Or if you get it balanced, it can shoot up, have it at a sentinel, whatever you want to do. Well, actually, it's holding on now. The smaller one, it is lighter. It stays on much better. That's just how the real world works, people. If you look at any customs on eBay, you know Loose Collector. He puts up so many fantastic things, but when he put this up, I had to have it. My brother and I watched Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends during its original run. We would do the Spider-Man at the first, in the intro, we do the whole Iceman. So when I saw this, I had to have it. Oh no, damn it. There's a broken part right there. Oh, and the leg's broken right there. It's a little fragile, so let's get it out of here without breaking it anymore. Okay, let's see what I can do with a little bit of glue. And it's essentially a flat Video Man. It comes with a base that you plug it into. It's just flat. It's got the slots in it. Mine didn't survive the post office. I'm going to have to do a little bit of work right here, bring the color around, or sand it down a little bit more, seal it. I can fix that. But here it is next to the Marvel Legends Raft Spider-Man, and that works. Why do we not have Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends figures yet? We have Iceman. We don't have that Iceman yet. And then, of course, Firestar. We need a Firestar. But now I have a Video Man. This makes me want a Flat Man, though. I need this. I need the Great Lakes Avengers. Chrissy over at Rebel 10 Customs, she has sent another care package. And she's essentially been in almost every Playday I've ever done, which is crazy. She sent along this soft goods shirt. She says it's for Wolverine. It has kind of a military feel to it, and there's actually wire running in the collar. Nice little button right there on the sleeve. And then besides that, she sent a flannel shirt too. Essentially the same shirt, but this one I've already stuffed on the Wolverine figure. And if you want Wolverine traveling about, going around the country, trying to stay a little bit undercover, then having a flannel shirt on it is just awesome. She also sent me along another bat with the wrap around it. She says this one's painted. This one, I guess, wasn't. You can see kind of a rawness to it. This one's a little bit more complete. So now I have two Jose Canseco bats. Because I also looked at her RAF kit that she sent. Oh man, this was sometime last year. And then she also sent this, a definite upgrade to the Marvel Legends 80th anniversary Thor. The Thor figure itself kicks ass, but I mean, the weight of the cape just kind of drags it around. It's some weight on the back. It's not softest material in the world. Cloth is definitely softer. Not to even mention, hey look, Thor standing. Hey look. Stand up, Thor. All I did was rip this cape out of the body, came in with a Dremel, dremeled that out, and then I glued the ends of the cape down in there. So it still has that effect of rising up out of his chest armor piece or whatever, flying up, because she also put wires here, but you can get that effect of it swooping up for that classic feel. It even has the hang down part to, you know, not get in the way of the hair. Comes off looking really regal. Not to even mention getting up and out of the way. You can pose it, you can put it where you want, swoop it out, and it's way lighter. So Thor is much more stable standing on the shelf. Can't ask for better than that. Frank Stein on Facebook, he hit me up and he had some extra goodies and he asked if I wanted to look at some stuff. No, thank you. I don't want to play with more toys. I always want to play with more toys. So he sent along a couple of effect pieces that are actually lasered out. You can see the etch work on this side, the lines going towards the middle. Very clean cut. He sent two of those effects. They are not the same. This one's bigger than this one. Oh, this is cool. This is the plaque for outside the X-Men school. Some kind of particle board. Now I need a wall or a door or something. I need to use this. Here's a little vinyl stormtrooper, but it's actually Mickey Mouse in the gear. Well, it's Mickey Mouse Jedi robe stormtrooper helmet. And then there is this stand arm. Okay, there's two of them. And then there is this. Yeah, you see it? It's a Fwoosh logo. There it is. Fwoosh logo base. Put it together. Uh-oh. Am I missing a screw for the other one? It's a tall base, and it doesn't seem to have another screw right here. But guess who has all kinds of bases just laying around? I'll have to do some hunting for another screw, but it's a 2-tier base, and it has this clamp on the end. In fact, I'm kind of unfamiliar with this type base, but it's a Fwoosh logo. I gotta use it, right? I recently ordered some stuff from Can of Beams. If you know nothing about Can of Beams, you've still probably seen these claws at some point. Instagram, Facebook, somewhere. You may have not known it, but you saw them. He has an older version that are straight, comes down, there's a claw at the end. They're metal, so they stay in position, plus they fit into the slots that are already in the plastic for the Marvel Legends Wolverines, and they stay. They're gonna be in the position you put them in. Some people don't like the thickness. I'm not trying to slice open safe doors or other mutants or through Juggernaut's armor or something. It's a toy. It works. But recently he came up with another version of the claws that have kind of a curve to them. Just a different style. It's a subtle curve, but at the end is more of a kind of point. So we're going to take the Love Triangle 3-pack Wolverine body, and yeah, that's the Mafex head and hood. To see all the controversy over that, go check out that review. But you pull on the claws, they pop right out. Because they are a little bit thicker than the stock claws that are plastic, they don't quite go in there easy, but get some pliers and do some fitting and do some pushing and they eventually fit. It seems to spread out a little bit, but I am completely good with that. It ends up looking better overall. Here's the plastic claws, here's the metal claws. Yeah, upgrade. And bringing Vacation Logan back in, I changed his claws out too. He's got the kind of curve to it. Yeah, that looks good. And then also from Can of Beams, I got some effect pieces for my Havoc. These are kind of brilliant, actually. There is no plastic between the rings, right there or right there, until you get to the middle, and then there is a clear plastic part with a hole in it. So you pop the hands off your Havoc figure, pull off. Put those on there, and that looks fantastic. And now we need a classic Havoc. Don't get me wrong, I like this design, but man, I'm a classic X-Men kind of guy. I didn't even realize they were different effects until I put them on. Can of Beams knocked these out of the park. It's always a good day whenever I get some custom heads in from Casting Cave. I was ordering one, so I figured I might as well order more, right? The biggie I wanted was a replacement head for the Marvel Legends Gambit. The Marvel Legends one is just too, I don't know, French fries in the wind. But that pops off easy enough. That should just pop right on. A little bit loose, I can fix that, but oh man. Yeah, that just sets it off. Next up is I think this is, yeah, a Mythos Obi-Wan Kenobi. It has that Alec Guinness look to it, but a little bit younger. There's some brown in there. The hair's a little bit more wavy. And now that I've ordered this, we'll probably get figures of the Obi-Wan Disney Plus show that they're putting out with Ewan McGregor. That is essentially this timeline, but whatever. That'll definitely work for my purposes when I get around to customizing. What is this? A New Hope Luke head for the SH Figuarts figure. The SH Figuarts has a pretty good likeness, but the gold hair kind of throws it off. Let's pop this off. I'm not quite sure what this head is cast from. It's a little bit more narrow. I like it, but I'm not sure if I like it more than the original head. And then for giggles, I got another head for the SH Figuarts Jedi Knight Luke. I don't know, Luke's likeness is so hard to nail in plastic form. I like this too. And this isn't perfect either, but I don't know. I kind of like this as Jabba's palace looking Luke. And I love the hair detailing they do. It just brings out the sculpt perfectly. I don't know, for this one, I kind of like the custom one better. And then finally, here is a dirt bike sent in by Josh and Hunter Sansing. And I can always use more vehicles. I'm trying to fit smaller Star Wars vehicles into my universe. This will work too. If you put your blood, sweat, and tears into anything, I appreciate that because you went out of your way. You wanted to make something and then you sent it to me. Eternally grateful. Some cool decals stuck onto it here and there. The mud work, it looks like he's been through it. And believe me, I live backwoods Arkansas. This is what stuff looks like whenever you drive it around after it's rained or, well, most of last year was wet. It does roll, and he's attached this piece down here to where if I want to put a figure on it, it is not going to just tip over. But more than that, he sent this along. Yeah, that's a signed by Jim Lee copy of X-Men #1, and then Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird signed these, well, this turtle comic and then this turtle trading card. When I'm at shows, I get starstruck. I can't help it. So to get something like this, yeah, this is amazing, and I appreciate it. I really, really do. Because that's two of my favorite properties right there. That's crazy. So Josh, Hunter, from right here, thank you, thank you, thank you. So at the end of the day, it's a play day. So it is a good day. Again, thank you everybody for sending stuff in. I'm spoiled. That's what it is. So if you enjoyed this Fwoosh Play Day, comment, like, subscribe, or whatever the platform you're watching this on allows. Much love to the plus. If you'd like to see videos earlier, head over to patreon.com. But wherever you may be watching this, I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.